Hello and welcome to Beyond the Plate with Carol, where we will explore food and a little beyond. So come along with me on this journey and see what we uncover. Welcome to Beyond the Plate with Carol at the studio at the Beacon. We are brought to you by the Red Arrow Diner, open 24/7 at all 4 locations, Manchester, Londonderry, Concord, and Nashua. And I am excited about my next guest. Let's just jump right on in. And I am here with Sue Pappalardo. I said it right?
You sure
Sue
did.
Pappalardo.
Thank you so much, yes.
Of Auntie's Italian Kitchen, which is a food truck. You know, one of my customers and friend at Angel's Sewing, she said to me, she says, you need to talk to my friend Sue. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah,
I love when people refer like that. It's just so cool. She's going to be awesome. So first off, why don't you, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, good. I'm glad. So why don't you let people know how they can find you on, your website,
Sure.
your Facebook, and all those things.
Sure. So our Facebook is Auntie's Italian Kitchen, and our website is www.auntiesitaliankitchen.com. Email is contact@auntiesitaliankitchen.com. And certainly they could always call me, which people do, and I love it. I love when I see the phone ring when we're on the truck, and I pick it up, and it's like, oh, good. Are you at Peter's Farm? I'm like, we are. Excellent. We're on our way. Well,
That's
can
awesome.
I place an order? Of course you can.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah.
Oh, and you know what I just wanted to let people know, too? Auntie's is spelled Auntys.
Yes.
I mean, nowadays you can kind of Google Auntie's
Right.
Kitchen. Even if you spell it wrong, it's still going to come up. But
yes.
I did that happened to me yesterday, and I'm just wanted to make a little note, but no big deal. But yeah, so tell us the story behind Auntie's Italian Kitchen and how this happened.
I come from this Italian family. We grew up in Lawrence, Merrimack Valley. My dad was the cook in the house, not my mother. My mother hated cooking because she grew up in a big family. And, back then she was like the workhorse. The women were the workhorse. Everything was for the boys. So my dad, he was a great cook. And that's how I learned to cook, was through him.
Okay.
And my parents would swap off. They had 4 children. My dad would say 2 generations, because my brother Tony and my sister were 7 and 10 years older than me. And then there was myself and my younger brother, Sam. So that's a big spread.
Right.
And my mom worked nights. My dad worked days. So my dad would do all the cooking on Sunday for the whole week. And every day when we came home, it would be, this is what we're having. You have to make this. This is what's going in the oven. You set the table. You do this. You do that. And it was, that's how it was. And we sit down every night, have dinner together. And
now, were those dinners where they were all Italian dinners?
They were Italian dinners. They were pasta with meatballs. They were roasted chicken. It would be, a pork roast, like a porchetta, which is like a stuffed pork roast.
Yeah.
And, with potatoes and onions and mushrooms. And he would do everything on Sunday. And then we would just heat them up.
Okay.
And that's how the week would go, and clean up. And that would be the week. And, Sunday, of course, he'd make the big dinner. We'd have sauce, meatballs, cutlets. He'd make a roast in addition to that. Oh, yeah. It was always, Italian people, a lot of people, though, the kitchen is the heart of the house.
It is.
And truly, my favorite memories are really all sitting in that kitchen and having dinner together. They're just the best.
So your dad is the one that has influenced you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay. How long have you been doing Auntie's Italian Kitchen?
We just started this year.
Okay.
Now, my husband tried to get me to get a food truck about 10 years ago. And I said, oh, Paul, you're crazy. I go, I have so much. How can I can't do that. I have enough. And then this past year, like the fall of 2024, I decided that it would be nice to have my own gig. And I didn't know what that was going to be, but I kind of had that mental conversation with myself. I've worked for people for years. I've had many. I was a paralegal for years. I was a general manager of a communications company, office manager of an environmental company. So always in the corporate world, something like that. So when I decided in the fall that I wanted to make a change, my wheels just started turning, but I really didn't have anything. In November, my husband says to me, do we have anything on Friday night? And I said, no. And he says, oh, we're going to take a ride. I said, oh, where are we going? He says, oh, we're going to go look at a food truck up north. I said, oh, all right. So we drive about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours away. We drive up, get out, we look at the truck. It's an absolute mess.
Oh,
It's so dirty. It's like this big white old bread truck, like those big, remember the Nissan bread trucks or something, the bread truck like that. And it's a complete kitchen inside. But it's hard to see the vision because it's just like, I'm telling you, I couldn't touch a thing. It was so, so dirty. I was like, oh my gosh. So we look at it and, he checks it out mechanically and it's everything. It's a, 6-burner stove with the oven, a griddle, refrigeration, double fryer, a big cold chest with the sandwich maker, warming table, the 3 sinks, the hand sink. I mean, it's all set up, all ready to go. And it's been in operation. They had used it all year. And they hadn't cleaned it yet when we went. So that was, I think, the other nightmare of it. Like, oh, my goodness. And so, driving home, he said, what do you think? And I said, well, I go ahead and I think it has potential, So we started talking about it. So we put in an offer and they declined our offer. So we're like, all right. So he said, well, there's a lot of trucks. We just have to find one. We're like, okay. About a week later, he sees the truck again and the price has come down. And it's pretty close to what we offered. So he
think they would have reached out to you.
Yeah, you never know how people are going to be. So he reached out again. And so we came to a deal. We bought the truck in November. And, we started working on it. And my husband worked so hard, I can't even tell you. So hard on that truck on the outside. I remember the day I cleaned just the stove top, just the 6 burners and what was under it, 5 hours.
Ooh.
But you know what? It has to be clean.
Right.
You're going to cook. You're going to feed people. It's going to be nice.
Of course.
So we probably went through, I had a professional come and clean it. They did not do that great a job. As I told you, I work for an environmental company. So I had my whole crew from work come and clean it. They came twice. They did a great job. And then my husband and I back in there and we got it up to snuff. Then it was a question of getting it wrapped because you have to, people have to look at your truck and say, I want to eat there.
Exactly.
And I have to say, they did such a great job.
Your truck screams that. I can't wait to go try it.
You're going to love it. I can assure you of that. Everything I make it. There's nothing that comes from anywhere else. Nothing's frozen. Everything is fresh. Those cutlets are pounded out. They are breaded and cooked. I mean, everything is from scratch. And I think that's what makes it so good. I mean, I like food a lot. I eat a lot of different restaurants. I've eaten at different trucks. What always stands out is the quality. If the quality is there and the food tastes good, that's your product.
I always say quality and consistency is the key. You got both of those, you're golden.
Good.
Really.
And, this being our first year, I have said yes to every event we've been invited to. Everything I've applied for, they've accepted us. Some places we do better than others. Sometimes it's just a price point.
Well, you're going to feel your way through that, of course.
And, the other thing I've learned just throughout life, everything isn't for everybody.
That's right.
And you do not need to take offense to that. That's fine.
Exactly.
Like, that's just fine. Because you know what? Maybe what this other guy has is pretty good.
Right.
True. So, and, we've been to some really, really good events, met some great people. We've done really, really well.
So where are you, let's say somebody's listening and they're like, I need to get to Auntie's Italian Kitchen. So where, I noticed on your website, you have your schedule so people can go right there.
Exactly.
Talk to them, tell us where you're kind of most of the time. Then you do events on top of that.
Exactly. So most of the time we're at Peter's Farm, which is at 1 Cross Street in Salem, New Hampshire. And we are there Friday and Saturdays. And we were there from 12 to 6. But it's now corn season. And if you know Peter's Farm, you know that when it's corn season, you can't not get in and out of that parking lot until later in the day. They should have a policeman there. It's so busy. It's absolutely crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I mean, they must load up that trailer, I think 4 times a day. And the corn is piled high and then it's gone, and then they come with another truck piled high again. I mean, it's just one after another after another. So most recently, we've only been able to be there from 3 to 6. But after the holiday weekend, we're going to be going back to the 12 to 6 unless we have an event. So this coming weekend on Saturday, we're going to be in Andover for Sydney's Rainbow, which is a great fundraiser tragic, that poor little girl that was killed.
Terrible.
That was just awful. And so they're having a very, very big fundraiser. It starts with the walk/run and then just activities all day. So we're going to be there from 10 to 2. And then on Sunday, we're going to be at the Feast of the Three Saints in Lawrence.
Oh, fun.
Which is so much, for me, that's full circle. Having grown up in Lawrence,
yes,
going to the feast, as a little kid, my dad picking us up, putting us up to the Saints to put the money. And, it's just a great, great event. We're only going to be there on Sunday because on Saturday we're in Andover.
Right.
And then the following weekend we'll be at Peters on Friday. And on Saturday, we're actually going to do a car show. And on Keewaydin Drive at the church there, the Christian church.
Mm-hmm.
And so, different things. We've been to Sandown. We did the Old Town Days in Sandown.
Okay.
We have Two Toulouse is coming up in Sandown. And then we have Old Town Days in Sandown. We're going to be doing Old Town Days in Andover on September 20th.
So you're getting out there.
I have to. I just love it. I mean, my days are long, but there's a time in your life where you don't have any days off. You just work, work, work. Then you work long enough and you have time where it's like, oh, I have the weekend off. This is nice. Now I'm back to slots of time off, but they're so valuable and so enjoyable. I absolutely love it. I'm a person that likes to stay busy.
As long as you're doing something you love, it doesn't even matter,
Absolutely correct.
So
absolutely correct.
Good for you.
And Patty, our joint friend, I said to her, I'm going to have to start giving you a commission. She has been so helpful in, different events going on, sending me emails, sending me texts. Look, I just saw this, apply for that.
Nice.
Do this. Yeah. So, and everyone, the journey to get here has been so enjoyable because I'm at a point in my life where I love doing this. It doesn't feel like overwhelming to me. It's like, oh, this is nice. I've had really stressful positions. And I do not feel stressed. I get a little stressed when the line is long outside of the truck.
That's normal.
That's normal.
Right.
But it's
fun stress.
Exactly.
It's a different stress.
Because when you're done, like when you run out of food, last week we were in Andover for the concerts on the park. We started at 3:30 now. The concert doesn't start till 5:30. We got there early. We set up. I made my first meatball sandwich at 3:30. The next time I looked at the clock, it was 7:18. I didn't have a bite of food left in the truck. Not a piece of macaroni, not a piece of pasta, not a meatball, not a cutlet, nothing.
That's amazing.
It was wonderful. It was like the busiest 3 hours, and I worked there with my brother, my husband, and my nephews.
Oh, that's so cool.
And it's so nice because it's all of us there together.
Right. Oh, how fun.
Yeah, it really, really, really is.
So we're talking about Auntie's Italian Kitchen. You're cooking. Your father is kind of your mentor, kind of got you going in this. So what makes Auntie's Italian Kitchen stand out over another Italian place?
I really think that it's the quality of the food. I mean, I make the sauce from scratch. I make everything from scratch. There's nothing that comes from anywhere. And it's, people say, you love doing it. It is because I love doing it. It is because I think it's important that it comes out just right. That when you eat it, you like, oh, this is really good. And that's what I have found with people. Like they've come back like, can I buy some sauce from you? Or could I buy a container of meatballs? It's just, and these people, they eat, people eat stuff all the time. I think one of the biggest things is they don't expect to get such good food from a truck.
From a food truck.
They really don't. They expect to get that when they sit down in a restaurant. But I don't really think they expect that when they walk up to a truck.
Times have changed, I think because food trucks now are like making a comeback.
Oh, absolutely.
I had another one on a few weeks back, Dead Proof Pizza. Have you heard of him?
I have not.
And I mean, his pizza's like next level. It's, out of a food truck. Like who would ever think? Like, I don't know. I just think it's definitely evolved. And
I think that you're right. And I think that the people that are doing it, they're more seasoned.
Mm-hmm.
They've done other things, whether it's other things in food service or other careers.
Yeah.
And they're at a point where I'm going to try this. And I think that's really a big part of it. We did a private event for a Select Demo in Salem, a very, very big company, lots of employees, and they had an employee appreciation. So they had us there, and they also had a pizza truck. And I always make it a point whenever we go to any event, doesn't matter where it is, whatever trucks are near us, or if I encounter somebody, I always walk over, I always say hello, introduce myself. I bring them some of our food, let them try it.
Yeah.
These guys that had the pizza truck, there was 4 guys. It was a fire truck. And the back of the truck was the pizza oven.
Wow. That's cool.
They were from Revere. The pizza was outstanding.
Nice. So you guys kind of traded food. That's so cool.
We had such a good time together. The guy goes, oh my God, these meatballs are next level. And he said, these are so good. And I was like, oh, I'm glad you like it. He goes, those are frozen. I said, no, they are not.
So I want to talk about the food now. So tell me what is on your menu. Like if I, walk somebody through what it is like to, you're at Peter's farm and they walk up to your food truck. What are they going to see? What are they going to expect? And what do you serve?
So the first encounter will be my brother and my husband. They're outside. Rather than have people order at the window, we have a table set up and they order at the table. The menus are there and they'll see the menus. My brother is big personality, so he will definitely be talking up a storm. My husband kind of keeps everything in order and moving, efficiently. And then myself and my nephews are inside the truck, with the final touches of preparing the food and serving it. So they'll see the menu so there's all kinds of things. There's meatball sandwiches, chicken parm sandwiches, Italian
That's
chop.
my favorite.
I have to tell you, I love my food, but I love this. I make a sandwich called the Italian chop. And it's just all the ingredients of an Italian sub chopped up like a salad.
I love that.
It's such a good idea because I don't like biting into a
Me neither. That's what I don't like about subs.
Yeah,
it's just
cutting it up like that and then putting it in the rolls. It's so delicious. I get all our rolls from Tripoli's in Lawrence.
Oh, I love Tripoli's.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with their bread. So meatball sandwiches, cutlet sandwiches. I do a cutlet special, which is a chicken cutlet with mozzarella, roasted peppers, and balsamic drizzle. It is a really good combination of flavors and textures. It's a really good sandwich. Then we have pasta with sauce, pasta with meatballs, pasta with cutlets.
Now, I also noticed when I was looking in your menu, the pictures for rotini pasta.
I have different types.
I love rotini. My
rotini.
grandfather used to make this sauce. I remember he used to make his spaghetti sauce. And we would always have it with rotini. And when I saw that on your pictures and on your website, it brought me back to my grandfather.
All those pictures, I made all those meals, and all those pictures were taken at my table. And
Nice.
I love that about it. It's not, some people would say, oh, well, you should.
No,
I like that.
I love that.
And the pasta with whatever, even sometimes people come up and say, oh, do you have any plain pasta? I'm like, sure, you want butter? With little kids, sometimes I give it to them with butter. So even though I always say, if you don't see it on the menu, ask me. I'll try to put it together for you.
If you have the ingredients, you can do it.
And then for, different sorts of cold drinks. And then we have cannolis.
I saw that too.
My cannolis, I get all of my raw materials from Physicali's in Lawrence, which our whole life we went to Physicali's. That's where we got our cakes, our cookies, all of that. So Nina is just wonderful. And she sells me the shells and the ricotta. And I went and spent a day and she showed me how to make them. So the cannolis
fun.
And also I have whoopie pies, which she makes as well. So even though I'm not making it, she's making it, and her quality is
it's homemade and it's local, and you know them, and you grew up with it, and it has meaning.
And exactly, and that's the big theme of the truck. Like everything there is all different parts of our family at different times. Whether it's the recipes my dad showed me, or the way we grew up with what we ate, how we ate it, where we got it, all of that, and the people along the way have been so wonderful. They've been so helpful, so encouraging. They really are genuine and wishing me well. And that's such a feel good for me. To me, that's so much more important than a lot of other things.
Right.
It really is.
Making relationships. It's, building relationships and really looking them in the eye and talking to them and remembering the next time they come. That means a lot. There's a restaurant that we kind of frequent. And when we first started going, it was a younger manager, in his 20s, early 20s or whatever. And I remember, we went back again and came over to us. Hi, Carol. Hi, Daryl. And I'm like, I said to my husband, I'm like, he remembers our name.
Yeah.
And then another time went in and he's like, hey, did you have fun when you went to the beach that week? And I'm like, how do you remember that? That goes a long way.
It does.
They listen and they care. And, so yes, it's important.
It is. And, and I love being with my family. And it's like, it can get a little stressful inside the truck because the other part, inside the truck, you cannot hear a thing that's going on outside. Not a thing. And outside, you cannot hear what's going on inside the truck. Because inside the truck, you have that fan, that exhaust fan on. That's all you really hear.
Right.
Outside of looking at the tickets and see what you're making. I mean, you can't hear anything out there. And my husband has this habit. He goes like this. Like on the window, he'll tap his ring. And my nephew, Dominic, will look at me. I go, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, we'll get him. And, but it's fun. It's like we love being together. It's just excellent. It's just, no better group to be with.
Nice. Well, family.
Exactly.
Nice.
And your family knows you. They know you. They love you. They'll give you that little extra inch when you need it. You give it to them when they need it.
What is like one of your biggest challenges in running a food truck? Because it's still fairly new to you.
It's very new to me.
You must still be learning, I'm sure.
I certainly am. My biggest thing, I love when we run out of food, but I hate when we run out of food.
Right.
So I'm trying to juggle, like how to know, how much, like the event. Engage how much to make. The thing I have perfected, though, is when I make too much and, we're not going out the next day. Well, now I shrink wrap. And it's perfect because I have found by trial and error that when I shrink wrap everything, I take all the air out and I date it and put it in the freezer. When I take it out, open it up and warm it up, it's like I just made it.
Perfect.
And that's really nice because then I actually get a little bit ahead.
Yeah.
And I actually I'm on vacation this week. Today's my birthday.
Oh my gosh, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Thank
you. And you're spending it with me, part of it anyway.
Absolutely. And so I've learned that I can make more. I can always shrink wrap it. It's not going to go bad because it doesn't stay even in the freezer that long.
Right.
We're out the next time.
Exactly.
So juggling that like amounts, that can be it.
That makes sense. And that's in the restaurant business, but you'll get it. You'll get to learn.
Yeah. And you do. You get better at it. You get better at just even how your technique of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I had my nephew, Dominic, and we were making chicken cutlets the other day. And, it's a lot of work. You're taking this chicken breast, you're pounding it out, then you're going to egg wash it, you're going to breadcrumb it, and then you're going to fry it. And you only can, you want to fry it like 3/4 of the way because you're going to put it again in the fryer later before you serve it. And, there's a technique to it. And he did really well. He was like, oh, Aunty, because I said to him, I go, what do you want to do? You want to pound? You want to fry? You want a bread? He goes, you pound. I pound too hard. He goes, they get too flat. I said, all right. I said, I'll pound them out. And he said, I'll bread them and cook them. I said, okay.
How old is he?
He just turned 24.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
No, he works full time for the school system in Salem.
Love it.
And my nephew, Luca, he goes, and Dominic goes to school online as well. And then my nephew, Luca, who's 22, he works in the truck as well. He doesn't work. He does a lot of the go to Restaurant Depot, pick up these 10 things. Go here, get this. Go there, get that. So he's great with that. And then when we have a really busy day, like this Saturday coming up and Sunday will be busy days. So they will both be on the truck. And we also have a new addition, and that's Tyler. That's their friend that they've been friends with forever. So he worked his first night with us last week and he did great.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's nice to have that close knit and that they're family and that they're willing to, they'll give you more.
Definitely.
They will definitely give you more.
For sure.
And I always make it a point. I think it's so important to say thank you. I think it's important to say, I really appreciate you working so hard today. And I work hard right along with them.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I've gotten so much healthier since we started the truck because I'm so busy.
Yeah.
I'm in and out of the truck. I'm up and down the stairs. I'm making this, doing that. And I savor my time off. I almost think I was wasting it before.
Aw.
And now it's so nice because it's like, oh, I have a whole...
Well, you're fulfilled. You're you know, you have a
satisfied.
purpose and you're fulfilling and people are loving what you're doing and you're with family.
And I love doing it. I mean, I really do. And I think that's part of what makes the food good. I would never give you anything that I wouldn't eat myself, that I haven't made to my 100% satisfaction.
I cannot wait to go to this food truck.
Oh
my goodness. I cannot wait. Oh my gosh. This episode is powered by Red Arrow Diner. All 4 locations, officially open around the clock. Swing by Manchester, Nashua, Concord, or Londonderry whenever hunger hits. From pancakes at 2 a.m. to fries and gravy for breakfast, we've got your cravings covered. Red Arrow, New Hampshire's favorite 24-hour diner tradition. So what advice would you give someone that, you know, because I know in the restaurant business, I get people that come up to me and they're like, I have this dream and I want to open a restaurant. And I'm like, what? Are you crazy? Like, come work a shift at the diner and then maybe you'll change your mind. But what advice would you give someone that maybe wanted to do what you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, I would say make sure that it's really something you really want to do, that you really would love it. See, for me, having the truck is perfect. Would I want a restaurant? Absolutely not. When I had to manage 35 people, it's so different because you open, you're ready for your event, you prepared, all your prep is before. You get there, you serve all your food, you go back, you clean up, you're done.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry.
I didn't think of it that way. That's good.
And I really love that. Now, would I the only thing I would like to have, like more than the truck, is I would love to have a brick and mortar just to have my own commercial kitchen.
Commissary kitchen.
A commissary kitchen. Yep. I mean, we rent one now, but I'd love one to be my own. And then also, I would love to sell my food prepared.
Oh.
And you can do that
of course.
The commissary.
Definitely.
So to me, that would be the dual purpose.
Well, that might be your next level.
Exactly.
There you go.
Well, we get through this first year.
Get a year or 2 under your belt and then start looking into that. Oh, my goodness.
Because I think that would be wonderful. And my biggest thing, and I look at this as this is the lifelong, is making my sauce and selling it in jars. And I'm going to start, I may not do it. I think that's going to be a winter project this year because I don't think we'll be as busy this winter as we are in the summer and fall. Although I do have some people.
Are you going to go through the winter too?
Oh, yeah. People have asked me to cater an event, do catering and things like that. Sure.
Beautiful.
Love it. Why not?
Yeah. I had another food truck on a few weeks back too. Have you heard of her, Just the Sip?
No.
Check out her podcast.
Oh, I will.
Oh, she's a hoot. She's in a certain place, but does events as well and does catering as well too in Auburn.
Oh, nice.
But yeah. Yeah, I just love talking to people and finding out their stories. And
No, I think the sauce would be a good, really good seller. The sauce is really, really good. And that's my dad's recipe. That's how he always made it. That's how I make it. And it's funny, but I don't do anything different. Maybe I use different tomato than he used, but the recipe's the same.
So do you have family in Italy?
Everyone is gone. My dad came from a small family. And it was just him and his sister. And my grandmother had come from Italy, and they're all gone. My dad would be 100 now. My mom would have been 98. So,
what part of Italy? Do you know?
My mom came from Naples, and my dad came from Sicily.
Okay.
So
my niece lives in Italy.
Oh,
she lives in Lucca, the walled city near Florence, and we're going. My husband hasn't been yet. I've been. But we're going September 24th.
Oh, so beautiful.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, I would be too.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Well, that's wonderful.
All right. You know what I do now? I do some rapid fire questions. Okay. They're really fun. So I'm just what's your favorite Italian dish to cook?
Is meatballs, pasta and meatballs.
Your go-to comfort food? Pasta and meatballs.
Pasta. I love pasta.
My husband does too. He could have it all the time.
Cold, hot, doesn't matter. I can eat for breakfast. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Wine or espresso?
Wine.
I'm with you. If you weren't running a restaurant, what would you be doing?
Gosh.
Or I should say food truck.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm happy in all the careers I've had. Yeah. It's funny. I seem to have a lifespan. Like each one was between, 12 and 15 years. And then it's like, okay, time. I like to be able to do something, go into something at ground level, master it, get to be the best one there is. And then, okay, I'm done here. Then on to the next thing.
There you go.
I'm not sure.
Like a full circle. And then move on to the next.
Moved on to the next, yeah.
Nice. One ingredient you can't live without.
Olive oil.
Ah, okay. Favorite Italian tradition?
Christmas Eve dinner. All the 7 fishes. I still do it. I make it every year. I absolutely love it. My parents, that was we used to go to my grandmother's, my dad's mother, my nana's.
Can you talk about the 7? Talk about that. What exactly it is.
So it's your Christmas Eve dinner, and it's all fish. And it's, it can be all different fishes. When we were kids, my grandmother would make bacala, which is this terrible, I think, fish. It's like a salted fish that you can bang.
Oh, yeah. We did that in Spain. Yeah. Or no, Greece.
Yeah,
you bang it, and then...
That's the fish. Smelts. She would make tripe.
Ooh, yeah.
Bad. Can't do that. What else? She would make flounder. She would make... My favorite dish of the whole night is a shrimp salad. And it's so simple. It's shrimp, oranges, lemon juice, salt and pepper.
Wow.
And you just mix it.
I would never think to
put that together.
Shrimp and oranges and lemon.
Oranges, lemon juice,
and salt and pepper.
And chill it. Absolutely delicious. Even better the next day.
I bet, because it kind of sits in it.
Yep. So when I make it, I have variation now. I'll normally make like a chowder, clam chowder. I'll make shrimp cocktail. I'll make cod loins stuffed with crab meat. I'll make...
So no pasta in this?
No, you do make a pasta. It's pasta with anchovies and oil.
Okay.
Aglio olio. That's what my mother used to love it. And her and my brother Tony were the only 2 that ate it, though. Like, none of us ate it. I didn't like the anchovy part. But yeah, I'll make clams casino.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
so that's the feast of the 7 fishes.
Yeah, make sure you do 7. I do 7. They're not the same 7 that my grandmother used to do, but it's because people don't eat that stuff right now. Who's going to eat smelts? Nobody.
I know. I used to like smelts.
Yeah, I never liked them, but
I did.
Anything that smells fishy.
Yeah,
those
and that
do.
definitely does.
Definitely do. They're strong. That's a strong fish.
What is the most underrated dish on your menu?
I would have to say the sausage.
Ooh.
Sandwich.
Yum.
It's so...
Do you have hot or mild?
No, I just have the sweet Italian.
Okay.
And but it's because I cook it. I bake it. And then after I bake it, I cook it I finish it in the sauce. And it just grabs all that flavor and the flavor of the sausage itself, which I get at McKinnon's.
Love McKinnon's.
And they make a great...
That's where my store is.
Oh.
Right in where McKinnon's is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they make a great...
They do.
And I love using local vendors. I really, really do. Going to Fizzicelli's and Tripoli's and McKinnon's. And it's just nice. It's homey. It's what I'm used to. I'm used to going to different stores to buy different things. That's how I grew up.
Right.
That's how it used to be.
And you used to shop every day too, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Lasagna or spaghetti?
Lasagna.
I thought sure you would say, I was guessing you'd say spaghetti. And you answered this already. Who inspires you most in the kitchen? It sounds like that's your dad.
Yeah, my dad. Yeah.
What's one word to describe Auntie's Italian kitchen?
Love of cooking.
Love it.
Love it. Yeah, love of cooking.
I love that. So is there anything else you want people to know about Auntie's Italian kitchen before we...
Well, I think, when you said to me, what do you think it is about it? And I've been thinking as I'm sitting here, and the one thing I've always loved to do, and you can ask anybody that knows me, is I love to feed people. And I love to see them enjoy my food. So I think that's kind of like that's the ignition for me. That's the gasoline for me when I've gone through all this work and preparation to make this food. And when I see people eating it
and loving it,
and
coming back for more,
that fills my heart because I love that. I love doing that
because you must be getting your regulars.
Yeah,
you know what they want. You know,
and they'll come and it's so nice. People are, people are sometimes so critical of people, and you just have to sometimes let them say whatever they need to say, or be compassionate, or be nice, be kind. It's not hard. It's so easy. And I love when, now we've been in Andover 3 times. And I love that, they come back. When are you coming back again? I was just in the town hall. They said you were going to be here today. Oh, I can't. I have to go to a meeting and I want to get dinner for my children. What can I get? I said, go through it. All right, we need 4 of everything. I'm like, okay. So I made everything. And, it's just nice. It's nice to get a good recommendation, see somebody happy to be getting it. So that's, I love that. I love that part. I love when they come back, they liked it, or they're like, gee, could I have this today? Or I don't want the bread, but I want that. I go, sure, whatever you'd like.
Yeah.
It's not hard. You don't have to, well, that's what's on the menu. Well, it's okay.
Exactly.
Guess what? We're not sending the shuttle to the moon here. We're feeding people.
So you're from the Salem area?
Lawrence, actually.
Okay, Lawrence. Oh, Lawrence. You said that, Lawrence, yes.
Lawrence. We live in Salem now.
But okay. So I always like to end with, where are your favorite places to eat out for dinner?
Oh, geez. I guess, in Salem, because I lived in Boston for a long time, right in the North End.
Wow.
So, I have all my little go-to. Because I lived there for about 15 years. And it's kind of like I went back to shopping every day and all of that, because that's how it is.
Right.
But I would say in Salem, for Italian food, I love Trattoria Amalfi.
Okay.
I think it's really, really good. My favorite steakhouse is Abe and Louie's in Boston. I love Abe and Louie's. Fish, a lot of different places. But like for a beachy kind of fish place, I like Lena's in Salisbury.
Okay.
And just like...
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just kind of, we just went to Trattoria Amalfi on Saturday night for my birthday.
Oh, nice.
So that was very nice.
Nice. Well, again, happy birthday, too.
Thank you so much.
Is there anything else you want to let people know about Auntie's Italian Kitchen?
I guess, as far as the kitchen and how it goes, I love doing it. I love seeing people eat my food and like it. Anyone that wants to venture into something new like this, sometimes there's a hesitation about spending your money because, well, I don't know, that's a lot of money, or that's this, or that's that. And you said something very key when I sat down. You said, when you saw my truck, it's like, wow. Well, we went to a gentleman, Keith Ronan, and at Wrap Solutions in Wilmington, and he did that truck. And I'll tell you right now, when I saw that truck all finished.
That must have been so exciting.
Well, we went back and forth with emails with different pictures.
Yeah.
And then we had 4, then we went down to 2, then we finally had the 1. And when we drove in that parking lot and he pulled out with that truck, I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, that must have been an amazing feeling.
And it's expensive. And I remember saying to my husband, oh, honey, this is a lot of money. Maybe we should just get a sticker. And he's like, no, I don't.
Goes a long way.
It really does. And, the more I read and looked, and I look at everybody's trucks.
Yeah.
Of course. And I say, oh, see, they cheaped out. They should have got the wrap, because it does make a difference. People come up and they're like, wow, this is awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. So, don't be nervous about the money. The money will come. Don't take your mortgage money, of course, but, make sure you're in a pretty good spot when you start. But then don't be afraid. Just give it a try. Put yourself out there. It's okay. If you be surprised, you will be okay.
Love it. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Well, have a great day, and we will see you guys on the next episode. Bye, everybody.